to find our final four. And it's Sage Erickson up against Keely Andrew, a big set approaching, and it's Keely who finds herself out there on the open face, a good size section standing up here, and she delivers a huge hit, getting that tail above the lip. A beautiful wave. Keely generally likes that nice cupped out face, but doing so well until there.
What happened? Excellent range, but just the tumble there could have probably, I mean, could have seen a very high score.
Where was Sage?
Well, they were both looking at it, but I mean, it was unique because I was watching the paddle. As you see the replay here, those two hits on the outside were so good. But Keely was holding the deep position, but there was a chop right in the face. It just grabbed her nose. But look at these turns here. She goes straight up. The wind chop there just creating that coping, and she attacks right here. I love that she went for it. I mean, she gets that board up and over, compresses, stays centered over the top of her board, pulls it down. But there was a paddle, and Sage actually became deep in the peak, but Keely actually put herself in the spot and actually sacrificed position as far as being deep to get the wave, and it worked out because she was in position and got this nice size set wave.
We've seen Keely have some great moments as a champ here. Sage's opportunity to respond. An 8-1-7 from the Australian to kick things off. Sage has a bit of downtime looking for this first section. And now starts to swing that board around. Just gets a little lost in the foam though, and she'll fall. So a good start for Keely.
Go too far now, and you're thinking in the head. You're kind of in two minds. And then now you look out the back and you see Keely up and riding again.
And Keely's going to be feeling really sharp on this one. She'll want to get that finish, and she is really linking these rides together beautifully. Putting her board right into the pocket, not getting out in front of it. I love that approach from Keely. Just a little wobbly through that inside, but still she finished this one off.
That's another great ride. I mean, that's exactly what she wanted to see happen. She surfed this wave well.
She's managed to pick off a couple of waves too, Pete, that just suit her approach so nicely.
That's exactly right. I mean, look at this, that hook snap that she has. She knows how to place it very nicely. Little, you know, jab to the lip, which is nice because it has that kind of explosion of spray. That's the turn that we saw her use to success at Honolulu, and now utilizing it here. This is the wave that Sage just riding, and she, you know, right here just wasn't able to jump up and get that initial float. That's that transition move. If you commit to that transition move on the lip, it actually kind of helps you to kind of carry that speed into the next bottom turn. You would have been out to the open face a little quicker.
Had that strategy of keeping busy, and Sage held her nerve, and when she got the set wave she needed, she did well to ride it right to the beach. Here she goes now. So trying to break combination, and that one just didn't pan out.
Average heat score is 11.01. That's her average for the entire season. So it's fairly low. As you see the replay here, you know, I looking at that wave would
always has been very strong on the QS, but finally starting to bank some really big results at the championship tour level. But Andrew Show, amazing start to the heat, an 8.17, super aggressive, Pete, and finding some bigger sets to rip into.
I love that she gets this opportunity and she just lays into it. I mean, we were surprised by the first turn, but then the second turn just got us lit up. So nice work here from Keely. I mean, it wasn't an easy wave to surf. She did have the fall here, but still producing the 8.1. She would have had a pair of 9s had she not fallen on that maneuver, but then finds this beautiful glassy gem right in front of Sage Erickson and unleashed, getting our highest score of the year, a 9.07. So this would build a lot of confidence. She would know and remember this 9 and go, you know what, I know what I can do on that. Sage, unfortunately, has really had a bit of a tough go. The wave choices let her down. The waves are shutting down on her pretty quickly.
Bucking. Here we go, Erickson having a look at this one. Can she turn things around in the final stages here? Well, a nice hit there to get started. But this wave just breaking in half and
getting herself you know, true opportunities. I mean, this wave here, as much as it is a set wave, it just didn't have that same curve back at her to give her the, obviously getting in her ear, gonna let her know that, I'm sure.
2.5 minutes to go. Sage is up once again. She had her best turn in this heat on her last ride, and she's going to go all out here. But unsuccessful. Out the back, Keely. She doesn't need to go this wave.
That's just funny because...
But why not?
Exactly. Pretty tough to let it go.
Nice slice there. Beautiful conditions. And Keely really freed up there. Compete at their full potential. Lovely
again,
finish.
wave number 2, you know, so look how clean the face is on wave number 2, and this one bending at her, so it's just all the extra energy is folding at her in that turn there. That one felt good.
She's going to up the ante here, Pete.
Yes, she is. Yeah, it's going to better the 817, that is for sure. So she's going to have her highest heat total ever on the championship tour.
Sage is up once again. Just 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, and Erickson showing the kind of flair that's seeing her collect a lot of big results this season, but it might just be a little bit too late for Sage. Keely Andrew, a 9.07, finished with a 9.4. She's into the semi-finals. When we come back, we'll kick off the quarterfinals of the Hurley Pro with Joe Chappell and Martin Potter.